Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Welcome to the Must Love Yarn podcast. It's Thursday.
I
It's
know.
our normal record time.
I know.
So
It's crazy.
So weird.
So that means you probably won't get this until Saturday. No, Anne's just going to try to upload at a hotspot that has quick upload speeds.
I have been told that the hotspot has 50 megabits per second upload speed. If that is true, you will get to watch this tonight.
Yay.
Anyway, so this is a podcast about yarn and knitting and crocheting and sometimes spinning and all kinds of other random stuff that Kelly and I like to talk about. And we normally podcast together at our yarn shop in Shelburne, Vermont. We are both clearly podcasting from undisclosed locations. Kelly's in craft bunker and I am in my de facto pseudo office at my house. And you can find the store out on all social media as Must Love Yarn. We have an online store and we're taking orders and have free shipping for orders of $15 or more. We've expanded our curbside pickup hours at the store, and we are also now offering appointment-based shopping. So definitely see the website for all the information surrounding that. But
actually, I don't think it's on the website. It was in the email. I have to transfer it. I should transfer it from the email to the website.
It's in the email.
It's on our Facebook page. You can go to our Facebook page, and that has the email information on it. So.
It's on our email. And if you're not getting our emails, you should sign up for our newsletter, because then you get fun, exciting things like, hey, we're now having in-person shopping by appointment. So
right.
There you go.
Yeah. And you can sign up for that. So for the newsletter on our website, there's a little in the upper left-hand corner.
Yes.
A little thing that says sign up. So.
Exactly. So, and as you know, Vermont starts to reopen, we are just sort of watching and seeing how things are going. And so the newsletter is definitely the best place to be to get those updates, because as we sort of change and hopefully gradually reopen the store for public, that's where you'll get those notifications. So, and I'm Angela.
And I'm Kelly.
And you can find me out on social media, Instagram and Ravelry as Junior Bird Kid.
And you can find me on Instagram as Kelly O Spins and Ravelry as Kelly Spins.
And we have podcast mascots and store mascots who are all missing their masks.
I was going to say, they're not wearing their masks today.
Nope. The masks were removed. People have been playing with the meerkats. They do get some playtime here. Hold that thought. I am multitasking. You're going to have to play something else. Close it up and play something else. Anyway, the meerkats have their own Instagram page as well. So you can come follow their shenanigans. They've been having a few, try to get some more. I realize that probably time to update some of the clothes here. I've been seeing the same clothes over and over again.
Get their summer outfits back out.
Yeah. Exactly. Oh God, who knows what's going on over there. I gave her the iPad and the headphones, so who knows? Oh my goodness. Yep. So we like to start our podcast with a pick of the week.
We do.
Yeah. So what do we have this week, Kel?
So this week we have another, oh, good, it did work. Another pattern and yarn combo. And it's actually, if you get Barocco's Knit Bits newsletter, it's going to be for one of the patterns that they are featuring in kits this week. But we actually have quite a lot of this yarn in the store. Nice. So the pick of the week will only apply to yarns that we have in stock. If you want to do the drop ship for another color that we don't have in stock, that discount won't apply to that because they drop ship direct from the warehouse and their shipping included or not included. You have to pay the shipping and all that other fun stuff. So it's only yarns that we have in stock, but we've got a lot of them in stock at the moment. And it is, let me see if I can show you without too much glare. And
Cambria.
the Barocco Cambria. It's a really, really, really lovely yarn.
Nice.
And so it is 137 yards, 50 grams. It's 60% baby alpaca, 20% linen, 20% lyocell. So it is a DK weight yarn, and the pattern that we're going to offer for this week is this one.
Oh, pretty.
It's Irian, I think. Irian.
Nice.
So it takes anywhere from 3 to 5 skeins of yarn, depending on the size that you want to do. And I'll put that sizing information in show notes so that when you're ordering, you'll know how many skeins to get if you want to get the pattern and the yarn. There's some other really lovely patterns out there for the Cambria too. We've got a shop sample in the store. That's a cute little cardigan top, a lacy cardigan that's really sweet. So that's the pick of the week, and it's $12 a skein. So it'd be a fun little knit, pretty quick. Knit on size 6 needles. So.
And I probably would also work for, I know she did hers in sport weight, but Fable by Alicia Plummer.
Oh yeah, isn't that pattern cute?
It is so adorable. It's a great
Yeah.
little t-shirt, but this would probably be a good yarn for this as well.
Yeah.
So just a fantastic fun little t-shirt with a nice little like lace detail kind of at the bottom.
Yep.
So.
Yep. Cool.
So weekly pick
Cambria
works for me.
Keep it simple.
Keep it simple.
Okay. Awesome.
Excellent. So do you have any finished objects this week?
No. I have no finished objects. I'm not wearing any hand knits of any kind. Yeah, this podcast is going to be like 20 minutes.
Yeah, he'd be like, it's mostly Kelly and I talking about the weather and my kids lighting stuff on fire. I have these socks on.
Nice. Those are cute.
Thank you. Just little shorty socks. I have a half finished object, if that counts.
Oh, right.
We're just like grasping at straws here. And I didn't even do all the knitting on this.
I knit this part and I knit this part.
I did this right here, and I did the heel, and I decided to do the toe in the actual yarn itself. So I ripped back a few stripes and then put the toe in, mostly to deal with the fact that I seem to be using more than a mini skein for heels, toes, and cuffs, which is weird, but this is my solution for right now. So I'm giving it a try with this particular sock and sock set. So maybe I'll have a second one done by the time we podcast next week.
Nice.
Super silly. So I worked on that. I wound the yarn for Garden Gate.
Mm-hmm.
My CC's yarn baby is now 2 yarn cakes because my poor ball winder is not big enough for a yarn baby. But it's all right. It's fine. There's some natural places where breaks are fine and you would expect to have to weave in ends anyway. Yeah. Let's see. What else have I worked on this week? I've continued to work on my I can't remember what that's called. Longitudes tee.
Oh yeah.
And it is right at the part where I am putting the stitches on hold for the sleeves.
Okay.
and then you have to do the little cap sleeves, and then you attach them to the body, and then continue up on the yoke. So I'm getting a little bit of like zigzaggy pooling with some of the lighter colors, but I think I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how much it bothers me when I put it on. I'm not sure that it would have been avoidable even by alternating skeins. So, but it may just be that the patterning's busy enough that it just blends in and looks like it's supposed to be like that. So, I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah.
Or I've just been knitting a whole lot for nothing.
Well, depends on, some people don't mind pulling at all. You know, some people like the look of the pulling because it can do some interesting things. And other people, it drives them crazy. So
I think it's going to depend on what happens up here. Because if there's none up here and it's all, I don't know. I just have to see how it looks when it's complete, I think, or mostly complete. Yeah. Or it'll go in like the gift bag or something.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Who really likes this? Sold.
Who wants this one? And so I cast on one other thing.
Okay.
And you guys are all gonna laugh because the sweater, it was not being fiddly, but I was just like, I don't want anything super fiddly right now. I want to go work on just a small project. And I've been eyeing for a really long time the yoke oclock pattern.
Oh yeah, that's really cool.
Yeah. So I was like, well, I'm gonna do one of those because it's just fast color work. It's it's center out, and you're just it's not super big. It's like 12 inches circumference. So this is how far I've managed to get. You want to talk about fiddly? Super small, little knitted circle, color work is nothing but fiddly. I'm finally actually at the point where it's getting less fiddly. And of course, I have these giant double points because I couldn't find any that were shorter. So they're like very awkward and stabby when you're trying to like work at this little tiny circle with like 6 stitches to start. But anyway, I'm not entirely sure I have enough yarn either. I weighed it and I'm supposed to, but I'm not convinced. So stay tuned for this adventure.
Oh boy.
It might be fun. And the yarn is just the leftovers from that shawl that I knit.
Yep. Glass houses.
Well, that glass houses. Yep. So it's totally possible. This is the one I'm worried about running out of. I suppose it's totally possible we have some Ravelry red in the store. Maybe. I don't know. We don't. Whatever.
I haven't looked. I don't know.
I'm sure I can figure a plan B. I run out of time. So, because I was going to make like 7 of those and everybody was going to get a yoke o'clock for Christmas. And I'm like,
wow.
Hey, lady. Probably not.
Yeah, that would be a lot of fiddly knitting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll see. I have a short memory on stuff like that because once it gets bigger and it's more fun, that's what I'll walk away with, and I'll be like, oh, that that fiddly stuff at the beginning, it's not that big of a deal at the time.
That was no problem.
No problem. Bring it over. Do you have what have you been working on while I deal with technical difficulties?
So the only thing that I've been working on, and I haven't worked on a ton, but probably since the last time that everybody saw it, I'm doing for our knit along we're doing with Larissa of Green Mountain Spinnery. I am doing the Midcoast sweater, which is that one. Nice. And I'm using very bright colors, and I actually have them all so I can show all my colors today, but I'm in the yoke, so that's how far I am. And of course the light is blowing out all of the colors, so it's really hard to see. Oh, it's better down here, sort of. But it's blue and this really pale pink, which looks basically like white on my screen. I don't know if I hold them back. And then this apricot color. So those are the 3 colors I'm using.
Nice.
So I think it'll be really fun. It'll be fun and bright, like a nice little, because it's fingering weight, a little fingering weight summer sweater. So that's what I'm doing, and that's about how far I am. So I'm not terribly far, but
You're further than me.
well,
Can't even find the needles.
Oh, and that's all I've been knitting on.
Nice.
So, yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
I have a baby sweater that I have to start. With that Malabrigo that I bought a few weeks ago. The baby shower is coming up, so I probably should, I don't know, get a move on.
Uh-huh.
Or something. Something like that.
Yeah.
Something. Well, maybe I'll find the needles for that one because it's DK weight yarn. So I'm pretty sure I have 5s and 6s. Lots of pairs of 5s and 6s. So maybe I'll get that one going and I'll have something to show next week.
Nice. There you go.
And baby sweaters don't take that long.
No, they don't.
Though the pattern I'm using starts at 18 months. So it'll be a little bit bigger, but still DK weight yarn. No big deal.
Yeah. Well, and for as tight as you knit, it may end up like a 12-month size.
Exactly. I feel like I should take a picture and send you a picture of what's happening right now over on my bed because it's so funny. Hello! Oh, you can kind of hear that, so.
I'm just going to ham it up just for the camera. So. Oh, boy.
Yeah. So fun times. So we have some knit-alongs going on. We've got our scrap along, which I have extended to an undisclosed close date. So basically probably most of the summer at this point, because why not? Keep scrapping. I know people are still adding projects, finished objects in. So yeah.
Nice.
We were doing the Cloudsley along, which I have now opened up to the summer tea along. So it's the Cloudsley / summer tea along. So
nice.
The Fable would work perfectly for that. You could come join us. And I don't know if I set an end date for that one. I probably will extend it because it's just that's the way it's going these days.
Yeah.
And then we have the Jennifer Steingass along, the GMS plus MLY equals KAL have going on. And so all of that information is up on our Ravelry group page. I've been trying to be better about keeping up to date over there and keeping information current. And I've been trying to post also the pick of the week, not the code. You have to come watch the show for the code, but at least so people know what it is.
Yeah.
So anyway.
Nice. Cool.
So there's some new stuff over there. If you haven't been on the Rav boards in a while, maybe go check it out.
Cool. I haven't been on a whole lot.
I go out to like look at the what's hot right now, and then the like what's suggested in my pattern picks.
Yeah.
And then I don't get much further than that usually.
It's really funny. I go through cycles with Ravelry. Sometimes like I'm on there, it feels like every day just checking in to see what's new. And then other times I'm like, it'll be weeks before I've been on there again. And I'm like, oh,
I've been kind of feeling that way about like Instagram, like haven't been on a huge amount. I've been posting pictures and stuff, but like beyond that, I haven't been out a huge amount because I feel like every time I go out, I'm like, oh, I want that, or oh, look at that new pattern, or speaking of which, I got sucked into buying some stuff from Wee Ones.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. It was part of the New Hampshire Sheep and Wool virtual thing, but
nice.
She's also doing this like monthly stitch marker collection. And I know these are going to be super hard to see, but last month was, I can't remember because I didn't do it. I didn't know about it because I haven't been on social media probably better for everybody. So the journey to Nepal is what this one is. So it's got like a little rhinoceros and like a elephant, and so they're all like a tiger. It's all like animals that you would find in Nepal.
Oh, those are cute.
Yeah, little like parrot.
That's cute.
Yeah, super cute. And her stuff's so cute anyway.
Yeah, she does really nice work. I like her stuff.
Little like little bear guy. Camera's not focusing. It's focusing on my giant hand.
That's not what I want you to focus on. Focus on the stitch marker.
Stop focusing on my hand. So if you haven't seen her stuff, it's super cute. It's like clay polymer type little stitch markers and stuff. She's got all different kinds. I think she started doing like cats and dogs breeds, and then has just expanded out. She made little meerkat ones for us last year for the retreat, and
she does a lot of animals. She does some cute sheepy ones, and some different bugs like butterflies and ladybugs and other kinds of things. I got her set when we went to Rhinebeck. Was it last year that I got it? It may have been last year. I ended up, or may have been Vermont Sheep and Wool. I got the little Halloween set she did, which had like a bat and a pumpkin and a bunch of, they're so cute. So
I may have also ordered some bluebird earrings, which I did not think to wear today, but they're super cute.
I bet they are cute. That's fun.
So that was my big purchase or that arrived this week. Even though I was like, you don't need any more stitch markers. Stitch markers. But anyway, I was trying to support a business that has provided support to us. So justify it that way.
Yep. Cool.
Yep. So I'm trying to think if I got anything else to talk about. I mean, if you want to see what the nightly cocktail is, check the Instagram page. Sorry, I opened a bottle of wine a couple days ago, so I'm drinking wine instead of making fancy cocktails. But
that's funny.
Yeah, I'm sure there will be some this weekend, maybe even tonight.
And I've just been getting stuff ready for the farm, getting ready for those little lammies to come home. So I have my new Instagram account that I set up for those.
I saw that. I was on Instagram at the right time to see it and follow you.
Yep.
So watch out. Meerkats might come to visit.
I know, they should. They should come and visit the sheepies. I'm going to have lots of visitors when the sheep come home, I have a feeling.
Yeah, I think so.
That's okay, though. That's all right.
Yeah, it's all outside.
Yeah, and it's going to be July and August when they come home. So.
Oh, okay. So things will hopefully, fingers crossed, be a lot more open up at that point.
Yeah. That's what I'm hoping, but Yeah.
I mean, we deal with what it is and follow the rules, and lots of smart people are looking at this stuff and making decisions about it. So with data that we don't have access to. So
we take it day by day and do what we can, and that's kind of what everybody's doing at this point. And so we'll see. But I've got that to look forward to. So that's always a fun thing. I know. Yeah.
So much fun. It'd be so fun. Sheep snuggles. Lamb snuggles.
And so I'm going to put most of that on my farm account, which I created, which is Fernbridge Farm. So if you want to see the sheepy pictures, I'm going to try not to go too crazy on my personal Instagram account, because I don't want people that are following me for my knitting or whatever else to be like, oh my God, more sheep pictures.
Another sheep picture.
I think most of the people that follow my personal account probably don't care, though.
I'd say they probably don't care, but it's kind of fun to have one that's separate, right? Because if that turns into actual business or other stuff, then it's already got its established following. So it totally makes sense. And Instagram makes it so easy. You can push it to multiple accounts. So if
I
you have
know.
one that you're like, oh, I want this out everywhere, you can do it.
Yep. Yep. So we'll see.
Nice.
So feel free to follow me there too if you want to see sheepy pictures. I don't have a lot yet. I put up a few of some of the.
Oh, I followed you. The meerkats might go follow you too, just for funsies. I do occasionally from their account will like follow other accounts, and and some of them are like legitimate real life meerkat accounts, and I just wonder if they're like, what is this?
Hey, you know, if it gets awareness out there about the cute little meerkats, then why not?
I know. It's just funny.
Yeah. That's cute.
Oh my gosh, it is so nice outside.
I know. I've got a few things I've got to do outside, and then I have to get back to computer work.
You need some of these?
I have some.
Sexy
Mine are just kind of a plain rectangle-ish looking one.
I think good glare off of these.
Yeah, I may have left mine at the store because I had them at the store when I was working in my office at the store. But
I just
now I've got an office set up in my craft bunker, and I come down here and get the paperwork done because the paperwork is never ending.
No end inside of the paperworks.
No. Dang paperwork.
I know. Ruins everybody's businesses.
I know. There are some people that like the business side of business, and then there's a lot of the people that get into business because they like what the business is.
Well, or it's a requirement for the way you're like, so in my law practice, it's very small. It's me and a paralegal. And so I get to do all of the paperwork. I don't like the paperwork, but to have the firm, I have to do the paperwork. I would prefer to just do the law stuff. So anyway, but
yeah,
it's all right.
One of those things everybody's gotta
do it.
Yep. Gotta do it. But oh well.
Yeah.
There'll be plenty of other good days too when we
yeah, absolutely. Well, and I think
that way. And when I can have my window open, I've got a window like right here. Yeah. And and that faces south, so there's a nice breeze that comes in, which is really nice. So
awesome.
Yeah. Well, so you feel a little bit like you're outside.
I think I'm gonna go for a walk when this is uploading at the hotspot place, because I can lock the car and just let it upload, and there's a spot there that I can little trail I can walk on. So
nice. Oh, that's perfect.
Yeah.
It's always good to, especially because we are just in our homes doing our work here, you don't have to get up and move as much as you would. So, we do, my husband and I, we try to, go for a walk in the middle of the day just to break it up, and then, then we'll get back to it. But so.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah, it's hard. I can feel it with my body. Like, I haven't been to the chiropractor and I don't even want to think about it. And
I finally went on Tuesday. I hadn't been in like, I don't know, 3 months or something.
Yeah.
And I went on Tuesday, and it was, you should have heard all the cracks. It was like, I was like,
Yeah. I know. I figured if I got desperate enough, I could go see Tyler, but I haven't.
Is your office closed?
I don't know. I need to call them and find out what they're doing, because I should probably get in before it gets to be acute, which is we're rapidly approaching.
Yeah.
For that. So
yeah, I wasn't too bad, but I there were a couple like little twinges, and I'm like, I was seeing the chiropractor, I wouldn't have that, and then it just ended up working out because Tyler's so busy, I have to book like really far out. So I had one booked, for yesterday that I had booked like 3 months ago.
Yeah, so you're like, I am not giving up that slot.
So I kept it, and I was, as everything was starting to open back up again, and like everything else, they're disinfecting and they're doing the social distancing, and obviously when he's like doing the adjustments, he has to touch you, but They're
Right.
being as safe and careful as they can be. So
Yeah, and I think there's no people in the waiting room, and you
yeah.
have to sit in your car till they call you to say come in, and so it's
Yeah.
it's about as safe as it can get.
Yep.
So exactly.
Yep.
Exactly. So it's a little bit of a shorter podcast this time.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. That's okay. If it's so nice, everybody just wants a little snippet they can watch and then get on with their gardening or their outside knitting. Or I've seen quite a few people sitting outside knitting. It's fun.
Oh yeah. Yep.
So
yes. Super fun. So I think, at this point, thank you for stopping by and hanging out with us for a little bit.
Yep.
We hope that we've entertained you a wee bit. If not, stay tuned for the outtakes. There's probably a little more entertainment in the outtakes. Retakes. And we appreciate everybody's support. So keep shopping. Buy more yarn.
I know it's funny because a lot of people are like, boy, I'm glad I have a really big stash, but after this I'm gonna have to restock.
So, perfect. Perfect. We can help you with that.
Yep.
Or some of us have a giant stash that will never decrease in size or haven't prohibited me from buying more. It's almost embarrassing at this point, but whatever, it's fine. It's fine. I did almost sign up for another advent calendar, and I was like, "Are you insane? Like, you haven't even opened the box for the one
you still haven't."
I figure if I sit on it long enough, I'll use it for this year.
Oh my god, that is funny. That's really funny.
I'm not ready to use it yet. I know what it is. It's just why open the box. It's contained right now.
That's really funny.
Anyway, but it is probably going to become a habitation throw because the ones I've seen knit up with that kit or that advent calendar kit are beautiful and amazing. So as of right now, that's the current plan. So I'm sure something else will come out. If I wait long enough, the new advent calendar patterns will come out and I'll be like, oh, I want to make that one instead.
That's funny.
Yeah. Good times. What are you going to do? Yeah. Maybe. So I don't think I've got anything else.
No, me either.
Okay. Yeah. Well, thanks everybody for stopping by and hanging out with us. I've already said that. I'll say it again.
You're doubly thanked now.
I'm thanking everyone again.
Triply thanked now.
That's right. That's right. How long can we keep this game going?
Oh gosh, we really better sign off now then.
we're getting punchy. It's time to sign off.
Yeah.
So, well, see you guys soon. Hopefully next week. But we'll be back. So we'll see you soon.
All right.
Bye.
Bye.
Since everybody seems to love the outtakes these days. So I will take my silly glasses off for podcasting.
Let's see. I was going to look up the yarn for the week.
Yeah, I don't know how much I have to talk about in here. It's like a whole bunch of just hot mess comes to mind.
Well, it's hard when you have been having to like run around all day and
chase children and basically I feel like I have less control over my schedule right now, which is saying something because prior to this, when the court scheduled and there was nothing I could do about it. So, but
yep.
I know these don't show, but I'm still going to change that. I'm going to rename it just in case. All right. I'm already recording, so it probably doesn't matter.
That's okay. I've got like some of my food over here that
I know, we were out. I took both of the kids in the car to run a couple of errands. Because at this point, going for a ride in the car is a fun field trip.
Yep.
And we were gone a little longer than I expected. And so we were late getting back for lunch. So I was just trying to throw some food in my face.
Yeah, I know. I haven't really eaten yet. We got food here, but I won't eat it while we're podcasting because I don't want to crunch.
Well, there's, that too. I've been eating a lot of these owl bars.
Oh, I haven't seen those.
So they're made, their company in Brattleboro.
Oh.
You can actually order online. I think they have ones in the store, but they're energy bars. They're gluten-free. They have a huge amount of protein. Like it's almost like a meal replacement type thing. This is their original. They've got like a cherry almond, and they had like a maple pecan, and I think right now they have seasonal flavors. They have like a mango hemp. So anyway,
interesting. No, I haven't seen those.
Been eating way too many of those. It's like, oh, it's 10 o'clock and I haven't eaten anything. Oh, I'll just shove this in my mouth in between Zoom meetings. Super fun. So I'm going to try a new thing on this upload. We'll see how it goes.
Whoa.
Whoa, what happened?
You were like gone for like a half a minute.
Oh my God. I wonder what was missing. So I'm going to try a new thing with the upload. Am I still gone?
No, you're back.
Okay.
That's weird. I don't know.
Oh, who knows?
Who knows indeed.
I'm going to go sit in a parking lot and use a hotspot, see if I can't upload this silly podcast faster. And 30 hours, because that is just dumb.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Your little sheepies are cute.
Aren't they cute? Yeah, so I'm getting 6 sheep from Peter's Home Farm, and I'm getting 3 sheep from Wing and a Prayer Farm.
9? You're gonna go from 0 to 9?
Yep.
Are you getting the Valet's black nose?
No, she did have some that haven't been spoken for yet, some of the crosses. But I'm going, all of the ones I'm getting from her are Shetlands.
Okay. Building the Shetland flock.
Yep.
Nice. That's gonna be awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. So you guys have any plans this weekend? Apparently Monday's a holiday.
Yeah, apparently. I know Memorial Day is really early this year.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, typically Memorial Day weekend is kind of like a big work outside weekend if the weather's nice, usually is what we end up doing. So
yeah.
It probably won't be any different this year.
Yeah. I haven't looked that far ahead to see how the weather's going to be. I know at least through Friday it's going to be super nice.
Yeah, I think
nice all week.
I know it has been. I think it's supposed to be pretty decent. So
good. Though I wouldn't complain about a little rain because I got some stuff that I'm going to have to start watering here.
Yeah, I know. I've got some of my veg in my garden. I'm going to have to get my stuff set up so I can water that efficiently.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure I don't have anything to knit on while we're podcasting because all my stuff's at like really weird places.
Well, I could probably work on my sweater, but it's I'm in the color work, and I know that if I start working on it that I'm gonna mess up and then I'll have to take it out. So I'm just gonna not.
You're like, I'm just not gonna risk it.
Not gonna do it. Nope.
I was thinking about picking up stitches for this to start the next sock. So I got one sock done.
Nice.
With the new toe style. I have
yeah.
to weigh my little ball of orange yarn here and see how much I have.
Yep.
But because these are like perfect pair, so I have this much left of the first sock. So I think I'm going to go ahead and just do the first sock.
Yeah.
And then and then this starts the second matching pair.
Yep, that makes sense.
So I got to figure out what color. I think I might use one of those other greens, limey green ones that skeins that I picked up for this, because this has that kind of limey green. I have to pull them out and see if they match. I don't even know if they match.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah. I still have not cast on my garden gate. I am the worst of my own knit along participant ever on that.
No, I'm worse than you, so you know.
Okay.
I mean, yes, they are your knit alongs usually that you create, but I usually don't make it. Hey,
Well,
look, you got it wound up.
I did have to break it into 2 balls because the top was starting to do that weird like concavey thing.
Yep.
So I have all the yarn wound, and then I was looking at the pattern, and the pattern calls for 3s and 5s, I think. And I can't find any 3 tips, so I don't know what's up with that. I don't know where they are, or if I'm gonna have to use like a 2.5, or if I'm gonna have to see if we have any at the store. I'm sort of perplexed. Where they could possibly be.
You probably could use 3.5s and just like consciously try to knit a little looser.
Yeah, or
just for the ribbing.
It's for the ribbing, so if it's a little bit tighter, like it's probably okay.
That's what I did on my sweater actually. I have no idea where my 4s went in like a 16-inch or a short tip, so I couldn't find any 4s, so I just dropped down to a 3. And it's fine because some of her necklines are a little bit wider, so I was fine with it being a little tighter.
I'll probably, this garden gate looks like it's a little bit of a wider neckline, so I think I might use the 2.5s for the ribbing and then go up to the 5s for the body. And again, 4s, like I don't know where all my 4s are. Like I can't, they're missing too. I have no idea. They're probably in the Elton bag because I think I pulled everything for that sweater, and I can't remember what that sweater is knit on, so it's probably where they are. Who knows? Who knows? It's been, like I've been saying, not as much knitting time or not as much knitting going on here as normal, which seems counterintuitive.
Yeah, I haven't been doing, I did work on my sweater some because I'm, probably inch and a half into the color work on my sweater.
Yep.
I haven't worked on it in the last couple days, but I was working on it more. It's down here in my craft room and I have to take it back upstairs. So I work on it in the evenings.
Did you see this pattern which got released?
No.
Relatively recently? It was free when I went out and grabbed it, but it's a cowl, kind of like that bandana style.
Yeah.
And very distant print and color, but you can use either 2 fingerings held double or DK, or probably a combination of both, and then it sort of fades going up. So another like great way to use a ton of scraps.
Oh, that's cool.
And potentially in different weights. So you could marl with 2 fingerings and then switch to DK, and I mean you could, sky's sort of the limit with something like that. It's knit on 6s, so it's not an overly tight gauge.
Yeah.
So anyway, it was a free pattern when I snagged it. I think I got it yesterday. So if anybody's looking for another thing to use up scrap yarn, that would be it. So,
nice.
Well, should we flap this over into our actual podcasty?
Yeah, might as well. I don't have a ton to talk about, so it'll probably be a pretty quick one.
Oh, anybody want to hear about the fire I put out in my woods this weekend?
Oh boy.
Jeez.
I didn't hear the full extent, but
Oh, it wasn't really that exciting. It wasn't very big. It was just in the infancy of being created when I saw the smoke, and the accomplice came inside, and I was like, "What are you doing?" She's like, "I'm getting more newspaper." I'm like, "For what?" She goes, "For our fire." And I'm like, "No, you're not."
Oh boy.
So the part that's so funny though is that it was built like 2 feet away from the fire pit sugar arch that we have. So it was like I was like, this, I just don't understand why it's not over there. Like, I would be less mad if it was there.
They actually built it in the receptacle made for building fires.
Exactly.
Oh
Oh well, creative kids that have an independent streak and just want to go do stuff.
uh-huh. Yep.
Yep. We also may or may not have made a batch of ink out of charcoal.
Oh.
Yeah. Yep. Yep. So. Yep. John had some feather quills here from some of his fly tying stuff, but I also sent an email to Tammy and I'm like, so if you have any goose feathers you want to get rid of, can you send them up my way?
I can give you chicken feathers. I don't have any geese though. I just saw that she got those Sebastopol geese.
Yeah. Yeah. Now goose is apparently, from our research, the most common type of quill. Crow, they used crow and raven for very fine scroll work, and those weren't as common. And then I think like swan and some of the others were more high end, like not as accessible to most people. So anyway, keeping it real. I don't know if they got the quills actually made or not. I was trying to stay out of it after I watched a huge amount of my kitchen stuff start to get carted outside, and might have freaked out a little bit and was like, no, no.
Yeah.
You got to understand, we can't be cross-contaminating stuff here.
And don't make lye, please.
I exactly. Like, you can't be using stuff I use in the kitchen for this project for just that reason.
Oh, goodness.
Anyway, so fun adventures at my house.
Mm-hmm.
No shortage. Are you sure you don't want a foreign exchange student?
Yes, thanks. I'm good.
Some hired hands on the farm. I'll pay their wages. Yeah. Fun time. All right, we should get this started so we can maybe get it completed before the troops get restless or whatever. So, all right, here we go.